Meowdy Earthlings, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Jaleen, aka the Space Mama, and welcome to this pick a card. If you've been here before, thank you again for once again tuning in and joining me today. Thank you for continuously supporting me, and I hope you are having a great time here. Before I get into what the reading is today, I want to remind everyone that if they are interested in getting a personal reading from me, the information is down in the description below. You can order from my Etsy shop, and you can also contact me there if you have any questions about that. With that, if you haven't already, be sure to follow my social media accounts on Instagram and on Twitter. It is at Space Mama, and I do free card pulls, horoscopes, and free pick a cards there from time to time. So yeah, I'm becoming more active about tarot on my Twitter as of late, and I've just really missed doing readings, so I decided to do more of it on both those accounts. So if you're interested in any of that, then go ahead and give me a follow. Going into what today's reading is, today is going to be about what they think of you, and this could be about anybody. It could be a crush, family member, friend, ex-friend, whoever. And yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys the piles, and I hope you guys enjoy the reading. All right, you guys, so these are your piles. I did not number them. I put different, spirit animal cards. You have the horse, the turtle, firefly, mouse, spider, lion, and otter. Please remember that this is a general reading, you guys, so only take the messages that resonate with you and to leave what doesn't. And if none of these messages resonate at all, or your pile didn't resonate, then maybe try choosing a different pile. Or if not, then I do hope you find the right reader and the right messages that you are looking for, and I wish you a really great day. If you need a little bit more time, you can go ahead and pause this video now, but I'm going to go ahead and get started with horse. Hello, if you chose this pile with the horse, then this is what the person you're inquiring about is thinking of you. So with the horse, you could be incredibly spiritual. You have the third eye symbolism with the moon here on the Bharat chakra. You also have the symbolism of the moon being, intuitive. A sense of being really in touch with your emotions. And the fact that it's yellow also correlates with, self-worth to me, because it is the color of the solar plexus chakra. So I feel like you have a lot of empowerment. This is a very free spirited animal, and they have a lot of stamina. They have a lot of momentum to them. And it's very difficult to bring the horse down, because they are so very determined. You could also be an earth sign, because this is the element of earth. So the last couple of traits that I've been explaining is very earth energy. But yeah, you're just overall this very free, I don't want to say stubborn, because it's not in a bad way. It's like you just go after whatever you want, and you're just very determined to go after what it is that you want. So let's find out a little bit more about what this person thinks of you. So you have the Ace of Wands, you have the Page of Wands in reversed, the Five of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. You also have Rider and Cross, Healer, Light Attributes, Passion. Oh, I'll read them later. So you got Healer here, you got Messiah and the Light Attribute, and you have Goddess and the Shadow Attribute. You also have Practice, and you have Build Strength. Okay, so what I'm getting here. All right, I'm getting that you are very spirited with, the fire in here, the Wands energy, the Ace of Wands, someone who's very impulsive in times, but it's someone who has a lot of energy, has a certain, um, I don't know why I wanted to say pizzazz. But yeah, it can be a little razzle dazzle about you to this person. Because you even have the Page of Wands here, even though it's in reversed. The Page of Wands energy is someone who can be very charming, someone who is very spontaneous and adventurous. So you could be, it very much correlates to the horse. But with the Page of Wands being in reverse, this could have to do with there could be a sense of immaturity. I don't know if something has happened between you guys. There could have been an ending with you and this person because the cross is here. There has been grievances and an ending. With the writers, someone could have moved on. The Five of Pentacles kind of talks about someone being left down the cold. So that could be one instance of whatever happened between you and this person. But if not, this is generally just they feel like you're very spontaneous. You go after kind of anything and everything that you want. Very similar to the horse, like I was saying. They also feel like maybe you're the one that left them. Because the writer is someone who has delivered some sort of message and it's being clarified by the cross right now. So I'm kind of feeling that you might have said something to this person that made him feel left out in the cold, because maybe you are now with somebody else, you've moved on to somebody else, if this is a relationship kind of X thing. But for others of you, this is just about how someone left the situation, a really, passionate and a connection that you guys had. I feel like it could have been short-lived. I don't think it was for long because the Ace of Wands kind of, resembles a match. And with the Page of Wands being reversed, it kind of has this immature energy. Um, so yeah, they really do feel like at one point you did have this really close rapport. I'm not saying report, I'm saying rapport. Um, Meaning, your connection, your relationship with this person, it was very much mutual at one point. But I don't know. I feel like someone became unstable in the situation, and it could be you. Maybe this person feels like you're responsible for it because they're seeing you as this writer who has brought the cross, who has brought an ending. And I do feel like it correlates with the Five of Pentacles as well, because the Five of Pentacles talks about being left out in the cold at times. So it's a really interesting energy. I heard the word kind of like abandon. In some cases, it could be looked at it that way. Maybe you were just trying to do you. I feel like you had a lot of strength here to possibly leave this person. And I think that because of your spiritualness, you kind of took the power into your own hands. Um, Other than that, I also feel that you could just be a good friend, a good person to talk to, someone who has a good listening ear, because of the writer here, maybe they give really good, you give really good advice, and that's what they also think. They think that you have really a passion to help serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. So I feel like you help liberate people from their pain. And I think that you help people turn those instances into power rather than victimizing oneself or letting them be a victim of their reality. So you're very woke. And I think that that energy rubs off on other people, and this person sees that. I feel like you take care of people a lot, like a lot, and I think you do so through helping people in that sense and being there for people. You have this ability to serve humanity with humility. You're very humble. You don't really, you gloat about it. I mean, this is earth energy with the horse here, so I would think that you are kind of, at this place of being very in touch with yourself. With the goddess and the shadow attribute, it says exploitation of the female nature and form. So for some of you guys, I think that this kind of says that maybe you might doubt your abilities as like this goddess. For others of you, it could be seen as, like you have these really great abilities and you're possibly also very beautiful. And it's like at the same time, they kind of think that you're maybe using that to your own expense. Like you have the ability to control people. That's why. So I don't know if this is a projection necessarily, but I feel like you've practiced a lot on the spirituality part. I'm getting very heavy, like, woke AF stuff because you have practice here. So you're really, really into this kind of practice. Yeah, and I feel like you kind of perfect whatever it is, whatever activity or craft, or project that you're diving into. So I just get that you're very, free spirited to this person and inspiring in ways because they think that you're a very strong individual. I don't know. Oh, I for some reason, I don't know if you've been exploited of if you're female. You've possibly have been exploited, your goddessness has been exploited and you built strength through that. You learned from that. You liberated yourself. You healed yourself, and you are now helping other people on what it is that they need to work on. So this is a really nice pile. You are just a strong, stable, and healing individual. So what else is going on for this pile? What else do they think of you? Someone working against you behind your back. Okay. So it could be, I was getting this instance where this person sees that you could be exploited for what you have, and your goddessness, your strength, your healing abilities. And I think that whoever it is that you're asking about sees that other people are jealous of that. This person can also be the one who's jealous of you and working against you. But let's see, what else were they saying about you? A journey, either physical or mental. Seek out information that will help you. Yeah, you see, yeah, people are definitely jealous of you. I think it's because you had a really long journey that's helped you physically or mentally. So there's a lot of strength mentally and physically with you. And that's what the horse is all about. So you're really resonating with this card and it's all matching. So seek out information that will help you. And I feel like I was talking about people going to you. I was talking about you being there for people, you having a listening ear, and that's kind of what it's about. I feel like you have the answer to everything, and just people go to you for that information. Like they'll be like, oh, Horse would know what to do with this, or Horse would know the solution or the how to resolve this. So you're that person for the person that you're inquiring about. It says use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Well, there you go. That's just highlighting the fact that you are this spiritual, intuitive horse spirit. One more from this one. Thank you. You also have pay attention to your finances. So you're really about your bag as well. And we kind of see that as the goddess, even though it's in reverse, it's in the shadow. The goddess is very abundant. And because horse is earth energy, I feel like it's very earth energy to be really into your materials, your work, your money. Family wishes come true. So I feel like if you were in a friendship family, if you were in an actual family, I think that, you know, you make a really great family member, or a person to just be around in a friendship family. I think that they also see you as having really great, really good family relationship, like you're very family oriented, and they see from the outside that you guys just have a really great connection with one another. Nothing seems to be going down, you know, it's always just harmonious within your family. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. So again, another instance about money. Seems to me that this person thinks that you're very wealthy in a way, especially, you know, in your bag. Maybe you make a living off of being the spiritual person, because it seems to me that you help people. So yeah, keep your life in balance. I was gonna say, like, what if you're a social worker, and it gave me scales, and yeah, like I feel like because you are in balance, you're able to help other people become in balance. Um, and I think that you could do that on a grander scale too, if you're, you know, going for a career that's like social work or something like that. Obstacles to overcome. Yeah, I'm getting that you just overcome obstacles as this horse. You keep going no matter what hill is in your way. You're not going to let it get you down. Good advice from a wise person. Yep, that's being highlighted once again. You have all the answers. You are this wise owl, and a lot of people look up to you. I think that you bring a lot to the table within your knowledge, your spiritual knowledge, and I think this person really values that, or really likes that about you. This person, though, can either be jealous of these qualities, or that they see other people being jealous of you. So just keep lookout, use your own intuition about this person. So yeah, hopefully you liked your reading, horse pile. If you would like to comment down below, subscribe, or like this video, I'd appreciate very much. Thank you for supporting me and choosing me to be your reader today. And that's all I have, so I'm moving on to the next pile. Hi turtle pile. If you chose this pile, let's find out how this person thinks of you. So with the turtle here, this is the water element, so you could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But the turtle is very connected to the earth and water, because, you know, they can be on land and they can be in water. So they're very adventurous. You know, they can go on two different planes, right? So they have a lot more experience or knowledge in that sense. It's like, you know, they see things from a lot of different perspectives because of how much they, you know, they can travel on earth and travel in the water. So with that, they kind of use whatever experiences they have in order to kind of find their, you know, have peace within themselves, and basically finding their true selves. They're also very adventurous, and they're kind of at peace with wherever they go, wherever life takes them, with themselves. So yeah, the turtle is just a really great storyteller. They use all their life experiences as a way of learning, of growth, and kind of sharing those experiences in possibly a creative way. I usually, you know, associate the turtle with like film, or like some artistic kind of medium like that, like with a camera or with drawings, just something that tells a story. So you could be an artist for some of you guys, or if not, you are just a really great storyteller. Like a lot of people like hearing you speak and hearing about the stuff that you've done in your life. I'm hearing like a lot of people laughing around me, so you could be really funny. Your stories could be really quirky, or that you're just a really great entertainer in a way. So let's find out a little bit more about what this person thinks of you. You have the Ace of Cups in the reversed, the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Chariot. You also have the Book, and this is clarified by the Scythe. You also have Child Orphan in the Shadow attribute, Hermit in the Shadow attribute, Femme Fatale in the Shadow attribute, Sensitivity, and use your hands. All right, so what I'm getting here, I think that you might show, you might have this energy, right? But for some reason, I think this person sees that you hide it a lot. There's a lot of repressed emotions in the Ace of Cups in reverse. There's a lot of like overwhelming things. Maybe there's a lot of stuff that's going on with you. Maybe this is like the only person that really knows what's going on. And you know, you kind of portray yourself as this easygoing, storytelling, fun individual, but there is another layer to you. I feel like this person sees that you can hide how you're really feeling. There's a sense of a barrier with you and people. And I think that, oh my God, is this talking about me? Because, how do I explain this? It's like, there's this thing I personally do where I kind of project what people want, what I want people to think. And so you come off as a storyteller, and they only know you by your stories. They don't necessarily know you at all. And it seems to me that this person sees that you're withholding a lot of things. You're not necessarily taking any course of action, and you were kind of on the defense for some reason. I don't know if something happened between you guys, or you've kept secrets from this person. They think that you might be keeping hurtful secrets from them, or maybe they could have been keeping hurtful secrets from you. Maybe that's why you are now retreating and not really expressing yourself to this person. With the Scythe here, this is something that's painful, that cuts off something, and it's clarifying the Book. And the Book talks about secrets. It talks about what's hidden, what's not talked about. So you're basically a very much a closed book, and I think they see you this way because of an ending. So something happened between you guys in order for you to retreat from this person. With the Child Orphan in the Shadow, feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. Okay. So you also have the Hermit in the Shadow, withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgment of others, refusing to help those in need. Femme Fatale in the Shadow, inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money, and power. So I think I think this could be all projections, because, I mean, you're not opening up to this person. So it's like, how can they know this about you? They feel like, you have to have like friendship families a lot, in order to feel like to be part of the group, or to just be part of something. I feel like they think you are the type of person who is alone. It could be because turtles can actually live by themselves without a bale of other turtles. Yes, I watch Animal Planet, leave me alone. But turtles can actually just live on their own what is this? Like they stand by its own ecosystem of like food, and they could just live by themselves. They don't necessarily have to go with the pack and migrate to wherever the heck. So you kind of just do your own thing. And that's especially with like the hermit too, even though it's in reverse. You are this like loner who's not afraid to be alone. But this person feels like you are kind of rejecting other people because they think that you're projecting that that other people will judge you, or it seems to me that this person also sees that you have a sense of hyper independence and you refuse other people's help, so you keep a wall up with people. With inappropriate use of sensuality, yeah, for some of you guys, they think that you are just about your money and your power, and they can think that because you are very closed off, so they don't necessarily see, like, I don't really like this pile because it's like they're judging you, and it's pretty obvious that you are not an open book. Like you may have shared some stories, but like they don't really know you. So it's like these are just their perceptions, okay? So don't get offended. But yeah, they might think that you use your sexuality in order to attract things, or in order to have this seductiveness to get your way. And they also think that you might be really good with your hands. That's kind of fucked up because I was talking about like sexuality and stuff like that, and then what do you use your hands for? You know what I mean? But for others of you, maybe you like to do pottery, you like to paint, you like to do something with your hands, or like make food. They're also seeing you as a really sensitive person, which would make a lot of sense because there's water here, and the turtle is the element of water. And I think that because of the sensitivity, this is probably why you retract. They think that you're sensitive, so you retract. For others of you, it could be the other way around, where other people retract from you because you say a lot of honest things. But that's for like some of you. I could pick up on other people's energies. So let's find out a little bit more about what they think of you. Kyle Turtle. Period of frustrations, lessons to be learned. So I feel like this person might be frustrated with you. There's like, for some reason, this weird antsy energy towards one another or something like that. So I'm pretty sure that you might have had an argument with this person, and this person kind of just sees you in a negative light right now. But I'm getting, for a lot of you, you were just projecting what you wanted like to show other people, and it might have pissed them off that you did this. It says you're on the road to success. So they see that you're moving forward and you are getting a lot of abundance, more abundance in your life. Maybe you just got into a successful marriage, but amongst other than a marriage, maybe even career, maybe in other aspects of your life. Fair woman. Dealings or relationship with a woman. So you could have white hair or gray hair or blonde, and this person might like that. I don't know if this person thinks that you're marriage material. Maybe you are. Or maybe it's the fact that a lot of people think that you're marriage material. So you can have like light features. What else? Opportunity or windfall. So I feel like with this person, they also think that you have a lot of opportunities coming to you. I don't know if, for some reason, I'm getting this energy that you might be keeping that to yourself because of how closed off you are, but they know somehow that you have a lot of opportunities. So I feel like this person was close to you at one time. Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So you could have a new career or a new idea. You could also be having a child. I feel like this person could be jealous of you, of your marriage. of who you're married to, of your beauty, and, you know, the fact that you're starting a family maybe. You have December as well, so you could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Capricorn, or the month of December was just a significant time for you and this person. Dark woman. So one of you could be a fair woman, one of you could be a dark woman. And so you have dark features or dark complexion. Mice. Discord among family and friends. So you guys could have been friends. Other people could have been involved in the situation or a family situation, and there was this fight for the frustrations, right? I was telling you that you and this person could have got involved in some dumb stuff, and they are seeing you in this negative light right now. And a younger woman is also involved. So there's 3 people involved in the situation. It does seem like that. It would, because there's a lot of secrets here. So I don't know if like people are keeping secrets, and you had this intuition, this sensitivity of knowing that there was something up. And notice how it's like a 3 right here, discord among family and friends. But you have good luck. It seems to me that this person thinks that you are going through a lot of positive things in your life, possibly after this discord. And yeah, I'm definitely getting that you pulled away, and now they're looking at you in a terrible light because they're jealous. You moved on to a lot of better things than the drama that they're trying to bring you into. So yeah, that is the reading for you, pile turtle, or pile 2. If you liked this reading, or if you give this video a like or subscribe to my channel, or even comment down below, I appreciate it very, very much. And I hope you are well. Thank you for choosing me to be your reader. Don't forget to follow my social media accounts. And thank you for joining me today. That's all I have, so I'm going to be moving on to the next pile. Hello, pile Firefly. If you chose this pile, let's find out how this person thinks of you. So with Firefly, this is the air element. So you can be an air sign, meaning a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. There's a lot of yellow here, so there's a lot of like solar plexus action, your self-worth. And a bit of oranges, so that has to do with your sacral, and that has to do with creativity. But overall, the Firefly is about letting your, you know, self shine, showing your true self, and also taking on a lot of creative endeavors. I feel like you are a very creative and artistic person, Firefly energy, and I think that you have a lot of great and wonderful ideas that a lot of people want to listen to, or they want to be able to see you take action on these creative new paths. You know, I think a lot of people seem to be at awe with what you have, because when a Firefly comes in, you know, everyone is like, wow, like look at that glow, you know. So for some of you guys too, you could have just glown up to this person, and you could have you know, been talking about a lot of new other ideas that you're embarking on, or that you're going to start. And maybe you also have a talent for writing, or just creating or brainstorming, anything like that. So yeah, I just feel like you just have a lot of ideas. Maybe you have a very active mind, being the air element, you know, being an air sign. So let's find out a little bit more about what this person thinks. You have the 5 of Wands in reversed, the Judgment in reversed, 3 of Wands, and the 7 of Swords. You also have the letter, and it's being clarified by the heart. You have Alchemist in the shadow attribute, Trickster in the light attribute, Scribe in the light attribute, you also have Teaching and Make an Altar. Okay, so what I'm getting here is that for some of you guys, you could be very to yourself. I don't know if you necessarily like conflict. I think that you're all about this like loving words rather than fighting with people and being super duper assertive. With the Five of Wands being reversed, that's kind of like letting the dust settle and moving on, from a conflict. And so I feel like that's kind of going with the Seven of Swords here. The Seven of Swords is about like cheating, thievery, betrayal sometimes, keeping secrets. But the energy that I'm getting here is just like you're staying out of the drama. You are, this wolf and you're keeping to yourself and you're like watching what's going on. You're like, I'm gonna go over here. You're not really the type of person to be super confrontational. That's not really your bag. And I'm getting that for some of you guys, it's really, you might have difficulties following what it is that you want in your own life because a judgment in reverse means there's a blockage in you moving forward or listening to other people's opinions about you. So there's a little bit of a sensitivity here. And I'm not saying that in a bad sense. It's more so like you, if that is the case, it's just easier for you to be persuaded by others. And it's interesting because I was telling you the firefly is the type of person that brainstorms and they kind of go after what they want. But they're also the type of people to kind of, firefly spirits are the type to kind of become hesitant about these ideas, because a firefly could only glow for so long and they have to, take charge when, they still have that light. So I feel like the combinations of like the judgment in the verse and the Three of Wands in the upright together kind of explain that. Because the Three of Wands also talks about like, moving forward, what's the next thing, and, embarking on a new journey. So I don't know if you're also the type of person to not really for some of you guys, like you could have trouble admitting some stuff to yourself when it's right, even though it's right in front of you. um it could also just be that it's really difficult for other people to persuade you in what you're doing. You're always going to do whatever it is that you want to do. And I feel like the way that you speak, I feel like you're a very social person, and I think that you have a very loving way of talking to people. I feel like you're very compassionate. So the combinations of like you staying out of drama, you not being super assertive or opinionated because you want to always just bring love into the situation rather than being annoyed with people. That's, yeah, like that's not really your thing. Like this pile is just incredibly fucking nice. Like that's like what I could really say. The Alchemist in the Shadow, though, kind of talks about misuse of the power and knowledge that comes through spiritual practice. But you also have Trickster, transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. And you also have Scribe, and I was talking about being a writer and brainstorming, and it says preserving knowledge and information. So I'm not sure if this is just, I mean, this is their view of them. I feel like you are somewhat of a magician, with the Trickster. It always reminds me of the Magician card. So you could have a very charming, alluring kind of energy to you where people are enticed with what you are doing. Once again, fulfilling these illusions and these magic tricks, as well as a butterfly being or the firefly being in awe. It's really interesting because it's just like there's something about knowledge here, and I don't know if they think that you are misusing that. I feel like this is a projection because they do see you are this loving and compassionate person, and you kind of follow your own stuff. You don't listen to other people. And I think that in ways they can see this as you misusing what it is you've learned, like misusing your morals or your values or something like that. But in reality at all, it's just you march to the beat of your own drum. You don't hurt anyone. So it's just like, why is this person tripping about all that stuff? But anyways, yeah, you are pretty spiritual is what I'm getting to with the alchemist. And then make an altar. There's a sense of like, some of you could be witches, or some of you are simply just spiritual people who are very close to their ancestors, or you believe in ancestry. Um, I feel like you could also be a teacher about, being an alchemist or a manifestation or some spiritual stuff. Um, I heard Akashic records for some of you guys. Like, if other people cannot access this information, you will ascend. And I feel like you help other people connect spiritually. Yeah, you teach people how to become this alchemist or go after their own ideas, how to be good people. There's a lot of aspects about you that you kind of, project out. And it's not the bad projection, but like the good projection. Like, it's actually you, it's your own realness, and people get affected by that. Okay, Firefly. What else do they think of you? Dog close up. Pleasure with a close friend. So I feel like whoever this is that you are dealing with, they always have a pleasure of being around you. I think you are just the type of person to are fun to be around, because you're kind of this charming and entertaining person. You're also very kind, and you stay out of the drama. So it's always a pleasure being your friend. Plenty of material things. Yeah, I think that I was talking about the magician, and I think that because you are this trickster or this alchemist, you have manifested a bunch of all these things. Maybe that's why they think that you're misusing your power and knowledge, because you have a lot of material stuff, and they're just like, how would you do that? You have a lot of spiritual love. I feel like this person either spiritually loves you or you spiritually love them. Maybe you guys are friends. For others of you, this could be like a soulmate in any platonic or romantic. You will be shown the way. Yeah, I feel like you lead people, you teach people. That's exactly what I was kind of talking about. And that also correlates with the Firefly. You lead people with, I feel like, the way that you speak, or, you talk in a very loving way. And I think that you're kind of inspiring. You could be dealing with a man here, or someone who identifies as a man, and or you could be this man, or there's someone that you're involved with who is a man. Be careful, do not take risks. Yeah, you don't really, like I was talking about, needing to chase after that light before it dies out. I was talking about staying out of the drama, not being too opinionated. That's being talked about once again here. You also have feeling tied down or frustrated. Yeah. So for some of you guys, they might see that you can become frustrated with some things going on in your life, because you have the Judgment here in reverse. You have the Five of Wands, even though it's in reverse. Like, there's a sense of things, transitions with the number 5 here, and the Judgment card being the number 20. The Judgment card is more about things that haven't ended yet, things that needed to be let go of. And that could have been frustrating for you, and they saw that. Take care, or there would be a loss of material wealth. Yeah, I feel like you don't take risks. You're very careful. You're very careful about your material wealth, and I think that's why, like, I think people see that you're a really strong manifester, and they think that you're misusing this power, but really you're just really careful. You don't spend your money in really dumb ways, and I think it's possibly because you've already have been through that. You don't want to do it again. You have January here. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Capricorn, or January was just a very significant month for both of you. What else about Firefly? Unsettled times, need to plan ahead. Yeah, you know, you plan ahead, you don't take risks. So, like, it sounds bad, but you play it safe, but it's not in a bad way, because it's spiritual and you're learning and you're growing and you're just very careful with what you do with your life, you know. I think that how this person views you is overall very positive, but there is a sense of you that is possibly misunderstood. Like, for some of you guys, if you are very spiritual, like this alchemist that I was talking about, they might see that your spirituality is like skewed or weird. But you know, nonetheless, they love you spiritually. They love you unconditionally, or they're just arrogant, ignorant, and they're not super educated like you on this topic. So they might see it weird, but it's not. And yeah, so that is the how this person views you, Firefly. Hopefully it resonated with you. If you comment down below, subscribe, or like this video, I would very much appreciate that, and thank you for doing so. Thank you for supporting me, and thank you for choosing me to be your reader today. Thank you so much. Don't forget to follow my social media accounts. I'm moving on to the next pile. Hello, pile, I think this is 4. Or the mouse pile. Hello, if you chose this pile, let's find out how this person views you. So a mouse, it's the element of earth, so you could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus. If you're the mouse energy, this person can see you as a nervous person. I heard that you could be dealing with anxiety, and this person just kind of knows that. But the negative aspects of the mouse is kind of like being nitpicky, and being overly prepared to the point that they miss opportunities and they distract themselves from their true purpose. You know, it's a self-sabotage in a way. So I don't know if like your anxiousness kind of gets in the way of a lot of that, and they see that, and it's not necessarily in a bad way, like they don't pity you or anything, but they just see that about you. You have a lot of like, you know, projects here. Those little dots are like the projects that this mouse is embarking on. But other than that, the mouse is very organized. They're really resourceful. And you know, like I said, they come very prepared with what it is that they want, or on their journey, or on their projects. So yeah, let's find out a little bit more about what this person thinks of you. You have the 9 of planets, the Chariot, the Moon in reversed, the 10 of comets. You have the Lady being clarified by the Garden. You have God in the light attribute. You have Slave in the shadow attribute. Bully in the light attribute. You also have Speaker and Ground Yourself. So this person overall sees you very successful. Like, you have your bag with the 9 of Pentacles here. This is, you know, being grateful for where you are. You know, you've worked very hard to get to where you are, and to the stability that you are in now. And with the 10 of comets here, I do think that you could have a family or a friendship family, because you have the garden here, meaning networking, friends, celebration with friends. And I feel like if that resonates with you, then 10 of comets is just about, you being good to a friend group, or your actual family, being family oriented, having a loving family, or you have like a lot of morals around family. But you have the 9 and 10. So I do feel that you are this type of person to wish on something and to really work on these projects, and you get them done. And you are quite independent. You might do things alone. And I think that you always reach this level of happiness. You go after what you want as this chariot. You're very decisive and you take control of your life, and with the moon in reversed, this is usually about like secrets or releasing a side of yourself, showing a side of yourself. So I don't know if you are quite secretive, or your emotions here. I was talking about the anxiousness, and the moon kind of resonates or correlates with that. Yeah, I think that they think that you'd just be a really fun person to party with. Um, I also think that they think that you're a lady, someone who has really, with the lady here, I'm going with like the traditional ass way of like what this is, because it's like milady, and she looks like proper, prim and proper, and you could be, this elegant, beautiful woman. Or if you're not, if you don't identify as a woman, then you're just straight up beautiful. And they see you as a very royal individual. And I feel like you are that. Oh, you're that bitch. You might be that bitch in that friend group. Like that bitch. It's possibly because you have achieved a lot in your life already. A lot of people see you as a god, or this person sees you as a god. A lot of people look up to you. You have a lot of benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. Yeah, you recognize the power within others and the power within yourself. And you don't take advantage of that. You're not arrogant about it, and you kind of love people unconditionally. With slave in the shadow, giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. So this correlates with the mouse, where they're unable to make that choice, to take that leap, and they're too busy preparing, and they do it so much to the point that the opportunity has already passed. So I don't know if it's like it has to go back to the self-sabotage thing. So basically, you being the slave in the shadow attribute would have to kind of also go back to the point, if you are this anxious and nervous person and you're afraid of making the wrong choices, that's kind of how they see you. With bully in the light attribute, highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. So it seems to me that you might be the type of person to advise, like empower others, and you give this like really good advice about going after what they want and going after their goals, but you don't necessarily do that yourself. They don't think that you're a hypocrite though. Like they just, it's like, it's like it would be things that people that you would want to hear, because if you're dealing with that, you would want, let's say you're dealing with an issue in your life, and when you're talking about this to another person, um, you help them get through that. You help them become enlightened or navigate through the situation. But with you, it's like you're not even taking your own advice. But I feel like there are other aspects as to why. I don't know if there's someone that you look up to for some reason, and it's kind of like upholding expectations of yourself. Maybe it's because you could be, in social networking, a lot of people, you might be popular. So it's like in some cases, people can see or think that you could be trying to people please out of fear of what others might think. With speaker here, I'm getting that you have a really nice voice. You are really good at talking to other people. So you have a really great networking skills. You, maybe because of the many projects the mouse has, I feel like maybe you have met a lot of people, or through those projects or endeavors. Other than that, I think that you give really great advice towards other people, and you ground yourself. You're a very grounded individual. Like, you seem very at peace with yourself, and you kind of, being grounded kind of makes you immovable in ways, because it would be very hard to unroot all of that. What else? Beware of great pride. So I think you are very aware of that, because you have God in the upright, and I feel like you have a very benevolent kind of energy to you. So I don't think that you are arrogant at all. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Yeah, I feel like you work hard, and if you're almost there, then you keep pushing through. And I think that you achieve many goals, because I was telling you that these little dots kind of represent a project the mouse is doing. So you have a lot of energy to do this. Great worry over nothing. So you are this very like nervous person for some of you. There's like constant indications of that. It says a distant friend is thinking about you. This person could be thinking about you right now. But if you haven't talked to this person, I feel like they think about you all the time. Otherwise, yeah, I feel like this person also sees that you're a very thoughtful friend. You check up on people, and you're very interested in what other people are doing in their lives, and hoping that they're doing well or okay. So someone will gossip about all your secrets. So I feel like because you could be this popular person, a lot of people gossip about you. I feel like a lot of people could be around you because you have speaker here. So a lot of attention goes on to you. And I think that because of what you do, a lot of people just want to they speculate, and they talk about what it is that's going on with you. You persevere and you will overcome problems. Yeah, you always overcome your problems. And I think that the camel can go for days without water and just going about their fucking way. So, you have a lot of determination and endurance. Protection from a powerful friend. So there could be a friend that's gossiping about you, and this friend that you're talking about right now, they're the ones who's protecting you. Otherwise, I think that if other people are gossiping about people that you care about, you're that protective friend. You will chew right through them. You'll chew right through them. As this mouse. Because that's what they do. If you corner them, they will attack. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Yeah, I feel like you help other people. through their unsuccessful problems, because I feel like you've been there, done that, considering how many projects the mouse does. All of those things can't work out, you know, because of external factors or whatever, just life. And I feel like when that happens to your friends, you're that person to help them. New opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. You're a very positive person. You try to remind people that there are new opportunities and possibilities. And I think that they also think that you have all these new opportunities. Like, because you have this mentality, like, oh, if it didn't work out here, it's going to work out over there. Like, you know, it's just the way things are. You kind of go about life wherever it takes you. Bird perched, waiting for news, package, or letter. So news, gossip, speaking. You could be into journalism. You could be a really good gift giver. You could be a good writer, a good listening ear. But there's a lot of bird imagery here, so I'm guessing that you are this really good messenger. Like, you have a lot of really great opinions. I think you bring in a lot of different perspectives as well. So yeah, that's kind of what they're thinking about you. Mouse pile. So hopefully this made sense and it gave you the clarity that you needed. If you comment down below, subscribe, or like this video, I appreciate it very much, and I thank you for supporting me and choosing me to be your reader today. That's all I have, so I'll be moving on to the next pile. Hello, spider pile. If you chose this pile, let's find out what this person thinks of you. So, you could be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, because you have this symbol here. The spider represents a sense of having a purpose. The spider always feels like they have a sense of purpose to create, to create this weaving of opportunities, and achieving their goals and building a home for themselves and building their own stability. And it takes a long time. It's a process with the spider, and they're very patient about it. So the spider kind of talks about like the Eight of Pentacles to me, where you're working really hard and you're trying to create something for yourself, because it's what you deserve. The spider's just overall just hardworking AF, okay? Because it must have taken so long to create these like intricate, like spirals and colors and whatnot. Yeah, the spider is also, sometimes they could get lost and, doing the next thing, achieving one goal after the next, and forgetting to really take things in and process their success. So it's important for the spider to be about the process rather than the destination or the goal. I heard it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. So it's like the things that you have learned throughout the way that gives you purpose, that gives you a sense of being. And I think this person sees you as that. Like, you're down here for some sort of purpose. Like, you know what you're about, like, you know who you are, and you're kind of just down here to do your thing. In a sense, I could feel like some of you guys can be spiritual, but I mean, this is a tarot reading, but you know what I mean. Because the spider talks about purpose or dharma in the book. So let's see what else this person thinks. You have the 10 of Cups. You have the Queen of Cups. You have the Ace of Swords, and you have the Two of Cups in reversed. You also have the Mountain being clarified by the Ship. You also have Storyteller in the Shadow attribute. You have Rescuer in the Light attribute. Victim in the light attribute. You're on the right path. And sweet treat. So right off the bat, with you're on the right path, I was talking about, like, purpose and dharma and doing what you have to do. So they see you as this person who's on this path, a specific path that's made especially for them. Um, Definitely this journey that they see you going on, because you have this ship here talking about adventure. And, I was talking about the things that you deal with along your journey is what gives it purpose, not so much your goals. It's the things you learn along the way. So you are this traveler. I feel like you crave knowledge, or you crave um, variety, and I think that you're willing to explore and go out there. And I feel that because the ship is clarifying the mountain, it's like you're able to overcome these obstacles too, and I think that whatever comes in your path, if there's a mountain, in the way, you're going to find a way around it. You're going to find, um, yeah, you're going to find another outcome or a different way or a solution to that. But with the tarot here, you have the Ten of Cups in reverse, meaning that there could have been a fallout with you and this person. I don't know if you guys were dating, because there's a lot of emotions here. It could be just a really, really close friendship where you guys really understand one another. But the Ten of Cups in reverse is like a disconnect from family, where, the emotions, or yeah, like it's like emotional well-being of a group in a sense is not real. It's not as balanced as it should be. And I don't know if it was because they think that it was because of you. I think there was a sense of being in denial with the Queen of Cups, or there was this part of you that they saw where you weren't as emotional, or like you were, what is this, deceitful emotionally, kind of playing a game or putting up a front, becoming very aloof. The Queen of Cups to me kind of talks about, I associate Pisces with it a lot, because for a lot of my Piscean friends, that card comes up even though they are whatever gender. So with the Queen of Cups, being Pisces, it's ruled by illusion. So there's a sense of like putting up a sense of illusion here. There was definitely a connection, and there was this breakup with it, but I feel like you broke it off because there was some sense of truth that you said. Um, yeah, there was definitely this truth, a really clear truth. And I'm emphasizing this truth because this person, whoever you're asking about, thinks that you're making up tales as the storyteller in the shadow attribute. They think that you're the one who's making up stories, but I think that what you said, it was the truth. So I think that this is what they could have been saying. Maybe they're the ones who's making up tales. Maybe they're the ones who's projecting and saying you're the ones who's doing this, but I don't think so. You saw an injustice. You saw like an obstacle that was put in front of you that I think this person might have been involved in. Whatever connection this was, it wasn't reciprocated. And it created an imbalance, and it caused you to be this person to really stand up for yourself. And then you weren't this nice Queen of Cups anymore. You were this cold-hearted bitch. And I think this is why this person thinks that you're making up stories. This person, I don't think, believes what you said, but this being in the upright, you said your truth. And I think this person just doesn't want to believe it. There's a sense of being, maybe they're the ones who's in denial, you know? So with the rescuer and the light attribute, you have a lot of strength, and because of that, you're able to help support other people. You are a very loving person. You are the type of person to go out of your way for people and expect nothing in return. And yeah, like you don't victimize yourself, and you sure as hell don't let other people victimize themselves, especially in a situation with you. Like, you're not about that fucking life. You're like, no, 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 no. Like, I got shit to do as this spider. I gotta create my own world right now, and you want me to bring me into your fucking bullshit? Put a mountain into my path? Hell no. Like, I'm not the one. I'm not the fucking one. So, like, you call people out when they're victimizing themselves. You call people out on their bullshit. And I think that's why, this person is projecting that you're fabricating about what's happened between you guys, but you said your fucking truth. You explained what happened, and you explained that it was possibly their fault. But they know deep down that it was the truth, and they know that you have gone out of your way for this person, and because of that, you're not going to like let them get to you. With sweet treat here, you could be a really good baker. Maybe you like to put your hairs in like space buns. That's really cute. This is really cute. Yeah, you might like a lot of fruits, or you make your own recipes. But yeah, you are just like on a higher level. And I think this person has like trouble admitting their truth. Because you have expressed yours. So this person's just projecting a little bit. But they know what's up. They know what's really up. So what else? Woman. Dealing a relationship with a woman. So the person you could be dealing with is a woman, or you are a woman to this person. February. Your birthday could be in February, or this person can be. Or February was a significant month. You could also be dealing with a Pisces or an Aquarius. What else do they think? Indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. I feel like this person is very confused about you. They don't really know what to think. I don't know why I'm looking at this person, but this person's winded. I don't know. What? Yeah, they're just confused. It's like a Bay Area term when you're winded. Like, it's like something's out of pocket or something. So I think they're just confused about what to do here. Romance is in the air. This could be a romantic thing, or, you have romance in your life, and they see that a romance can be blooming with you and somebody else. What else? Major challenge to overcome. So I think whenever there's obstacles, you always are able to, wow, see? Mountain, twice. Crazy. So yeah, you definitely overcome these challenges. Announcement. I'm not sure if this person wants to talk to you or you talk to them, but you are a really good speaker being the storyteller. I think they're just projecting, but I really think that you are this honest ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. Yeah, like you are very expressive and you're not afraid to speak your truth. And so you definitely made an announcement, and they're thinking about this announcement that you've made. Happiness and well-being. I feel like whatever you've done, you've always did it for your happiness and well-being, because it seems to me like in this case, this person didn't care about what happened. Like, you had to cut this person off for some reason. That's how they see you, as a person that cut them off in a way. Or they could have cut you off or something like that. But yeah, like everything was just, it could also be that if you did have a fallout, you are a lot happier now, and you have, your well-being is in pretty good shape. You will receive a gift. You could be a really good gift giver, or this person wants to give you a gift. What else do they think of you? So this person might want to speak to you. I mean, this could be them. You could have had a fallout. They want to speak to you as this Ace of Swords because of some stories. Who knows? Danger, especially money matters. So I feel like you are very careful with your money, and they could see that because you are this very hardworking person. You, work could possibly be a focus of yours or a business of yours or whatever. So your bag is important, and that makes sense as the spider. Someone's behaving stupidly. So for some of you, they think that you're behaving stupidly because you said something and that you're fabricating. But I don't think you are. And I think this person's just saying that or thinking that to making them believe something. That's not true. I think they know that you're an honest person and they know that you told the truth, but it seems like there's a disbelief. And I think that they're just very confused. And I also feel that, yeah, you are just a person that can achieve and overcome anything. And, you're about your happiness and your well being. And, you're open-minded and outspoken. So yeah, that is your pile spider. Thank you so much for watching. If you comment down below or subscribe or like this video, I appreciate you very, very much. And I thank you for choosing me to be your reader today. Don't forget to follow my social media accounts. Thank you again. Moving on to the next pile. Hello, pile lion, or the sixth pile. If you chose this pile, let's find out who or how this person views you or thinks of you. So you have lion here. You could be a Leo, but overall a fire sign, a Sagittarius, and Aries as well. I feel like you're a very grounded person. This has to do with like your lower chakras, the solar plexus, the sacral, and then your root. The lion is someone who is kind of a master of things. They are very observant as well. They are the type of animal to really sit back first before taking action or making an attack. So I feel like you have a lot of pride within you, considering that the solar plexus, or the yellow symbolism of the yellow here, you have a lot of self-worth. You could be very confident within yourself, and you have a sense of who you are. With the oranges, I'm also getting that you're very creative. You have a lot of passion and desire, and because of that, it gives you a lot of momentum in order for you to achieve whatever it is that you have planned. And with the root chakra, or the red color here, I'm just getting you are a very grounded individual. Like I feel like you're not the type of person to let emotions control you, being grounded and all. And yeah, so let me find. Yeah, they're patient and regal. They have a lot of self-control. They're spiritual teachers. And it's basically the strength card, just in this deck. Yeah, they're about transformations, and they're very precise in the things that they do. So, yeah, that is kind of how they're seeing you, or that's what they think of you. So I feel like this person really looks up to you. Let's find out a little bit more. You have the 9 of coins. You have the 6 of swords. You have the Emperor in reversed. The Star in reversed. You also have clouds being clarified by the Gentleman. You have pioneer in the light attribute, passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. Child magical, seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things and belief that everything is possible. Knight in the shadow attribute, allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle, romantic delusions. You also have writing. You also have movement. All right, so the first thing I got here was that if you're involved with somebody, they think you deserve way better than whatever this person is doing. Because with the shadow attribute as a knight, allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle, romantic delusions, they feel like you're delusional about your romantic options. Why? Because with clouds here, this talks about confusion. It can also talk about drinking, partying, smoking, but clouds overall, it kind of just talks about like bringing a sense of confusion to something, or it's not clear intentions. It could also mean trouble, stress, sometimes depression, and it's clarified by the gentleman. So I'm also seeing this again with the star in reversed and the emperor in reversed. The emperor is someone who's manipulative and someone who is destructive, you know, the destructive ruler that the knight card says. And with the star in reversed, it's like false hope, looking up to something that doesn't live up to your potential. So it's like the first thing I got for some of you guys is that you are this lion, but you're letting like your romantic partners kind of dictate who you are or what you're doing with your life. And you try to get your hopes up about like the wrong people to date. So yeah, take what resonates. This is not for everyone because this is very specific. I just saw a huge energy about like you being, they see you as a person who is kind of like going for these really bad people or not good people for you. And you, when you deserve like the absolute best, you know, you're kind of on this pedestal to them. And it's like whoever it is that you're dating or seeing or connecting with, they just don't come up to par. And it's like they kind of let you down because you have so much to bring and they can't do the same thing. Other things that I'm getting is that the 9 of coins here, you are in this really great place in your life of, you know, being really hardworking and being in a really stable place in your life. You have a lot of abundance, you have a lot of happiness, you are grateful for where you are, you know, you're very humble about that. And I feel like even as a lion, you are very humble about that too. Even though you are this regal, you know, confident person, I don't think you let it get to your head. With the 6 of swords here, I think that they see you as a person that possibly went away. This is about taking time and trying to find peace of mind again, you know, emotional and mental stability. Could have been an ending as well, because the 6 of swords usually talks about like peace of some sort or a resolution. But the emperor in reversed kind of, it's like they saw you I don't know if like you ran away with someone or you automatically believe somebody, someone who is manipulative, but that's kind of what it kind of seems. Yeah, this is a really interesting energy. Like, it's like they think that you're this really amazing, regal person to the point where it's just like you're that bitch. But it's like they see you as this person who's easily manipulated by other people. It's really interesting. And I think that you take their word for it automatically. Like you're very yeah, it's like you have rose-colored glasses. That's what it is. I was trying to find the phrase. So, yeah. You have pioneer, passion for doing, creating what has not been done before. So, as the lion, And if you are this emperor as well, that would make a lot of sense. You have a lot of hopes, you'll have a lot of dreams. I feel like you are a dreamer and you see things in a different light with the star and the pioneer. With the child magical, you have this sense of like dreaminess to you. You always try to see the potential in everyone. You try to see the good in everyone all the time. Ah, that's what it is. Okay, that makes sense. I'm like, why do they think that I feel like you get taken advantage of a lot because you have this dreaminess about you. But I think people got you twisted. Like, for a lot of you, I think you got people, like, they got it twisted. They think that because you are this magical, kind of naive energy, this dreamy energy, like you won't pop off on them or you won't do something about it, but you're this fucking lion. You just choose and pick when you attack. You don't always attack every single time. So I feel like you have this person fooled into thinking something that you're not. It could also be a projection as well. Writing here, you could be a really good writer, you could be very eloquent, and you kind of have a way with words. And I think that maybe a lot of people would want to read a book that you're writing if you would ever be interested in writing one or are writing one. And they also see you as this person who's always moving, who's always on the move. And that's what the Six of Swords talks about. It's like moving away. What's the next thing? And I think that because of your idealistic and dreamy ways, you're always on to the next thing and moving on to the next thing. Yeah, I feel like you have a lot of discipline and a lot of like mastery to you. And the Emperor is also a master as well as the Lion. So what else do they think of you? Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. So this person might be thinking that you're this stubborn person. That could, a stubborn, aggressive person, very, very stubborn. Because with the Emperor in reversed, that talks about stubbornness. This is also Aries energy. You could be dealing with an Aries, and you have Ram right here, which is a symbol for Aries. The Lion is also very, what is this? They could be very stubborn because more of pride in a prideful way. But the Emperor is also about arrogance as well. So they think that this person could see two sides of you, where you have this really magical, regal, and elegant kind of individual, but there is a part of you that is unseen, and you kind of take charge and you make your moves. You know, you're not afraid to ram against people. You're pretty aggressive, and you use your psychic ability to do that. You know, I think you might be the type of person who observes and sits back. You choose when to attack, and you're very aggressive, and you're very, very, I feel like you're very persuasive, or you always end up the winner, because the Lion here is very, you know, king. The Lion is a king. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. This person can think that because they think that you're stubborn or unwilling to change, like you don't have consistency to you. But I mean, that's on them. You have two sides to you, and what? They're probably just mad because you put your foot down and you said something about it. Like, sorry? Disappointment in some affair. Yeah, this person is kind of disappointed in you and how you've acted, or this behavior here, or they were just disappointed in the fact that you possibly aren't connected anymore. I feel like there's a disconnect between you guys, and this person might be disappointed in the fact of what happened between you. Affair with your family. So this could be a family member. It could also be about a friendship family, you know, people you could just consider as family. What else? Family sorrow. So there was something that happened with the family here. Maybe a discord, a divorce, because the Emperor is the father. You have a gentleman here, so there's like romance in a sense going on here. But yeah, you have a lot of trees here. They could see you as a really stable person. Hard work ahead. So they also see you as a really hard-working person. Period of prosperity and abundance, and because of this hard work, you get that bread. You got that bread. Okay, I'll take them all. Someone is trying to become you and a friend or something that you want. Okay, so a lot of people, this person sees that a lot of people are jealous of you, and this person could be jealous of you. They could be getting in the way of this, whatever it is that's happened. Maybe they're the ones who brought confusion. Maybe they see that people have brought confusion. Hidden secrets may harm you, October. So October could be significant. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Libra. And I feel like there's secrets here. Secrets of people getting in the way. There's intuition too. So there's a lot of things hidden with this pile. And I think that's where it comes in, where, you know, there's like this two-sidedness to you. And I think that it threw this person off, because I don't think they've ever seen your hostileness, but they've got you fucked up because you are the lion. You're not going to back down. You will bite someone's head off if you need to. So there you go. That is the reading for you, Pile Lion. If you liked this video, or subscribe to my channel, or comment down below, I appreciate that very, very much. And I thank you to everyone for choosing me to be your reader today. Don't forget to follow my social media accounts. And thank you. Moving on to the next pile. Hi, Otter Spirit. If you chose this pile, let's find out what this person thinks of you. So, Otter being the water element, you could be a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. The otter is actually a very fun and joyful creature, and they're kind of, they like to have celebrations and fun with their peers or their friends or family or whoever. And excuse me, with the blues here, you could be very connected to your words or your emotions. Like, you're very confident in your words, because there's yellows here, and that stands for like confidence or happiness, or but yeah, like the combination of that, it even makes green. So it's interesting because you have the throat, the heart, and then the solar plexus, which is all like the three right here. So it kind of, you have a mixture of that. Like, you're confident in your words, you're confident in yourself. Maybe you're comfortable in your vulnerability, in your lovingness. This is a very loving individual. You're a very loving individual to this person because of all the greens here standing for the heart chakra, and blue and yellow making green as well. Yeah, the otter is also very positive, and they don't really try to focus on the negatives. They're literally here for a good time, not a fucking long time. That is the epitome of the otter. And you might have said that, or yeah, I feel like this person has fun with you though, because the otters are really great. There's not many bad things about the otter, you know. So yeah, this is overall very, very positive. I'm getting for some of you guys too, this person can think you're cute, like you're adorable or something. Let's see what else they think. You have the Nine of Swords, the Strength in reversed, the Two of Wands in reversed, and the Nine of Cups. You also have the birds being clarified by the fish. You also have priest in the shadow, violates the trust of... Okay, I'm going to read that later. You have child divine in the light attribute, poet and the light attribute. You also have talk to your angels and clear your energy field. All right, so there's a lot of energy here about trying to stay positive. You have 2 9s here. I feel like you could be a very independent individual and you rely on yourself for your own happiness, which is very otter-like. But notice how it's like the 9 of Swords and the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Swords is about worries and fears, right? And the 9 of Cups is about happiness. It's about, being fulfilled. And with these two on the side here, I feel like the Strength in reversed and the 2 of Wands in reversed, this kind of explains the fact that, you can be this person who doesn't believe in themselves or have a lack of confidence with the Strength card, or a disbelief in yourself and stressing about it. But I feel like you don't. The 2 of Wands in reverse kind of means like there's only one choice left. In the upright it's about making a decision, you have 2 options, but in the reverse it means the opposite of that. So it's like you always make the choice to stay positive instead of negative. You always have a very clean energy field. You're very clear, like you're clean, like you're very joyful and happy person. Like there's not really anything negative, like I was saying. So yeah, I feel like you're very bold as well, and I think that you're just about on this journey about like happiness and having a fun time. Like I think that's kind of what it's about for you, and I think that it's very enjoyable. You're fun to be around. You're fun to talk to with the birds. I think that a lot of people love their conversations with you. And with the fish here, you could be very abundant. You could be very prosperous. And I think that interesting. Okay. Sorry. I'm just looking at the picture really quick. The fish also talks about like kind of entrepreneurship at times, like being your own boss, being very in your bag. So I feel like for others of you too, you give really good advice, or you're just a very fun person to talk to. With the priest in the shadow, violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. So I think you do your own thing. You don't try to listen. I don't necessarily see this as a bad thing, because I mean, like, I feel like you have kind of disconnected yourself from institutional religions. Like, for example, I'm Catholic, and I have personally disconnected myself from Catholicism. I believe in all religions, not just one. And it's kind of like that. Like you just have your own beliefs. Um, and you kind of yeah, I feel like you kind of just follow wherever life takes you. This is like very hippie vibes, but with Child Divine here, you have a very innocent and pure energy. That's kind of what I've been getting at here. You're very, like, your energy is really amazing. And I think that a lot of people love to be around you and they love having fun with you. I feel like you give a sense of light around people. Like, they need your energy to, it gives other people joy to just be around you. Yeah, because you have a really special connection with the divine. And notice how it says seduced by your own spiritual role, and you do have this connection with the divine. So it's like not a bad thing at all. I think you just, learned how to think for yourself rather than believing what everyone else says to you. And I think that you're very honest with your words. And I think that you could be into poetry for some of you guys, but I think you're really good at expressing yourself through words. It says talk to your angels, so you have a really strong connection with the divine. Once again, that's being highlighted. And I think it's because you have, and I think a lot of people see this about you, and this person specifically sees that about you because of how clean your energy is. Like, I feel like they think you're otherworldly, like you're not from here. And I think that a lot of people have seen you in such a way where you kind of have gone through so much and you have kind of found your own individuality and you don't really follow what anyone else does or says, you know. So I think you're very unique compared to all the other piles. Like, this is the most unique one, not compared to the other piles, but like to this person. Like, you are very unique, and that quality hasn't come up with all the other piles. So this is a deep friendship with someone of the same sex, so they can see you as a really good friend. They can see that you're a good support system. I feel like you all have spilled some tea, and you know, they like listening to you and you like listening to them. You have a lot of wealth, a lot of money, or you at least seem like you do. And I think it's because of your prosperity as the fish here. And the fact that you're able to stay positive, you don't really let things get you down. You could be a Cancer or you could be a Leo. July could also just be significant, or this coming July. Could be someone's birthday as well. Fear, worries, tense situations. So, yeah, there's always the tense situations in your life, you know? And I think maybe you're able to talk about it with people or talk to your angels about it, talk spiritually about it. It says spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Yeah, you try not to question anything, like why me kind of thing. You're more of this kind of person to question why things had to happen for me in this sense, and you kind of learn from that. You're very spiritually guided here and protected. You are this angel I was talking about. You guys seem like an angel to people. Like, you're angelic. You have an angelic aura, and that's coming up again. You have successful outcome to your problems. So I feel like whatever happens in your life, the frustrations and the worries, you always come out in the end of it wiser and unharmed. Doing something risky, taking a chance. I feel like in some cases too, you can be very spontaneous. And I think, yeah, you're just very, what do you call this? You kind of take action. And I think that you like variety. So you sometimes do things out of your comfort zone. And that's possibly why you have, you know, followed your own spiritual path. That's doing something a little bit risky because your family can shun you out. Your family can look at you weird. Other people can look at you weird. You know what I mean? But you are on the right path regarding to some aspect in your life. So if you're questioning something, this is a reassurance, but this person also sees that you're going places. With this kind of mentality, even in your aura, it simply just, you kind of exude this energy of, I'm going to be something someday. Slowly but surely getting ahead. You may be slower in your approaches, but nonetheless, you are getting there and you are thriving. I love this energy. So this is a really great reading, Otter Pile. So hopefully you liked it. If you leave a comment down below, subscribe to my channel, or like this video, I appreciate you very much. Thank you to everyone who's watching and choosing me to be your reader today. Don't forget to follow my social media accounts for free card pulls or free pickup cards and horoscopes. And yeah, I'm wishing you well during this pandemic, y'all. And I hope you are safe wherever you guys are. Thank you again. Bye.